been a while since we had an AC.
Cheers, everybody! Welcome to another episode of Bourbon and Booze. I am so glad you're here. It's Thursday, it's whiskey day, and today is my official last day at work, and I am fully retired. Amen. Let's drink to that. So, I am super excited. Hopefully you're excited too. Cha-cha-cha. And I hope that you enjoy this episode about a really cool bourbon that we're going to try. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe. It means so much to us. Today we're going to look at Baker's Single Barrel 7-year. So this is Baker's Single Barrel. It's from the Beam Suntory company, and I got my notes here. It is 107 proof, and it is aged at least 7 years. In this case, this bottle says 8 years, 8 months. This is bottled in 2014. That's got to be distilled. Date barreled January of 2014. So this has been sitting on the shelf for a while. But it is a 8 years, 8 months whiskey. It's a single barrel Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. Super excited about this. I love almost everything Beam Suntory puts out. They are excellent products. Of course, you know Jim Beam and Suntory from Japan combined probably about 6 years ago, I think, 5 years ago. I don't know, time flies, and created this new company and just have some amazing stuff. So let's look at this aroma here. This is a really rough episode because I'm really excited about all sorts of things. I'm headed to Seattle tomorrow. Cody's here. He hasn't been here in a while. He's going to wave. And this is a really exciting whiskey that I acquired from a friend. When I say acquired, I bought. He had an extra one. So I didn't buy it from him. He bought it for me. Does that make sense? Anyway. All right, so it smells like a typical, well-produced, nice, complex bourbon, a Kentucky bourbon. It's got the dark cherry, dark fruit notes, tobacco, which it's been a long time since I've had tobacco on the nose. A little bit of leather, molasses, hints of oak, and vanilla, but getting more of that tobacco. Now, one thing that I'm barely getting, just barely, hints of it, and it's probably more of a memory reflex than I'm actually getting, is I usually get spearmint or a hints of mint on the nose with bourbons, Kentucky bourbons. And I'm not getting that other than thinking I'm getting it. Does that make sense? I'm like, where is it? Little bit of medicinal. It is 107 proof. Is that what I said it was? Yeah, 107 proof. So little alcohol in the nose, but it smells absolutely wonderful. It's been a long time since I've had a really great aroma of a bourbon aroma on the nose. I'm going to have to say that's at least a 4. Love it. A little bit of sharpness, some spicy fire right there on the top, front end, on the tip of the tongue. A little bit of heat on the back end, but otherwise, quite, I don't know, almost thick. It's got a heating feeling to it. The viscosity on this is pretty incredible. It has those hints of cherry, maple, some molasses, and I'm getting some apple in there. Some like red delicious apple, not green apple. That's odd. A little bit of that leathery tobacco as well. It's a really nice thought out bourbon. It's a 4 on my flavor profile too. So we're dealing with 2 4s. That's an 8. The bite, I think, is about a 3.5. It's got a little bit of heat on the back end. So that's going to be 11.5 points. And the price on this, I've been waiting for the give you the price till the end, because the price on it is surprising at $65. The desirability of Baker's and the availability in general of finding it is so rare in this area that it usually goes for a lot more than that. But it's around $60 to $65. And so that's obviously going to be a 1, so it's going to push it just over a 3 barrel, and this by far is not a 3. This is a 4 barrel bourbon. And it is something that I am going to probably set aside for just small groups, not large groups. We had a gathering of about 80 people here just the other day at the house, tasting bourbons and having a great time. But this is one I'll probably set aside for a much smaller group, because this is an excellent bourbon. And I do think that this might be one that I will try to buy more of. It is that single barrel, so every single barrel is going to be different proof, different age, and so it'd be nice to get 3 or 4 of them and try them out and see how they compare. For this one though, really definitely the aroma is the best part of it. It's so good. But I do love the taste. So, but again, that's my opinion. What do you think? Leave some comments below. Let us know what you think. Which is your favorite Baker single barrel? Tell us the age and the proof. Well, the proof should be 107 no matter what. But this one is Warehouse CL1, and it gives the bottle, the barrel number. But it doesn't tell me anything else about it. But it is a January of 2014 date that it was bottled. So it's got to have been sitting on the shelf for a while. Tell me what you think. Make sure you do hit all of those extra things we have. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and take a look at our merchandise. As I said, today's the last day for me at work, and headed off to the Pacific Northwest tomorrow, and going to have a great time hanging out with my wife and checking out a couple distilleries. There's some couple bars that I really definitely want to check out, and just relax. I think I'm going to do some whale watching this too. But when I get back, you're going to start seeing lots of changes to our videos. The drop times are going to change, what we do. Yesterday was an example of what we do, what we're planning on doing, where I talked about Blanton's and was it worth it, and did some comparisons of it. We have a couple more guests coming on board, and I think Cody and I are strongly going to be working on our podcasting. So we'll see what that happens. All right, you guys have a great Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow for a cocktail that Cody and I are working on tonight. And we will hopefully have something spectacular for you. All right, remember, there's no bad whiskey. There's only good whiskey and great whiskey. And Baker's is a 4 barrel, so that makes it a pretty great whiskey. Cheers.